Good evening, students. I am the student of NKT College. I am taking E-content. My subject is SCC-2 curriculum evaluation. My topic. Do you know what are the forms of evaluation? In the school and colleges follows the two forms of curriculum. One is formative, another one is summative. Formative evaluation and summative evaluation. What is the formative evaluation? Formative evaluation is the teaching process to monitor the learning process. Um, in schools, they monthly conduct every test and activity and give some home assignments. These all are given by the marks by formative evaluation. Usually, now in the Samachir education, 6th to 9th standard, they follows this type of formative 40 marks, then summative 60 marks. This 40 marks is followed by the formative evaluation by the activity, monthly test, and given by the some home assignments is based on given the formative evaluation for the end of the process. Every month they are assessed formative evaluation for the students. But the summative is the end of the term. We will conduct the same question paper in the all over the class and conducts the summative evaluation and enter the marks. This based on the go to the next level of the class. Formative evaluation is used during the teaching learning process to monitor the learning process. Formative evaluation is the developmental in nature. The aims of this evaluation to improve the students' learning and teaching process. Generally, teacher-made tests are used to for this purpose. So, நான் ஆல்ரெடி சொன்ன மாதிரி தான் மந்த்லி டெஸ்ட்டஸ் வந்து கொடுப்பாங்க. The test items are prepared for limited content area. So, இப்போ only 20 marks test or 10 marks test or 40 marks test அந்த மாதிரி limited content ஏரியாவில் 1 பேஜ்லேருந்து டெஸ்ட் கொடுக்குறது இல்லை 1 யூனிட்லேருந்து டெஸ்ட் கொடுக்குறது அந்த மாதிரி லிமிட்டட் ஏரியாவில் கொடுக்கணும் ஃபார்மேட்டிவ் எவாலுவேஷனில். The instructional objectives are achieved. It provides feedback to the teacher to modify the methods to prescribe the remedial works. So remedial works அந்த மாதிரி தான் நமக்கு வந்து என்ன ஃபீட்பேக்ஸ் வந்து கொடுக்கணும். Only a few skills can be tested in this evaluation. It is a continuous and regular process. It is considered evaluation as process. An answer to the questions whether the process of the peoples in the unit is successful. Next one is summative evaluation. Already you know the formative evaluation conduct the continuous process of tests. Summative evaluation is used after the course completion. Assign the grades. For example, first term complete ஆகும்போது exam, second term complete ஆகும்போது exam, third term complete ஆகும்போது exam. So the term end we are evaluate the students grades and assign the grades. After the course completion we calculate the grades, that is called summative evaluation. The terminal in nature, it is the evaluate students achievement. Generally standardized test use this purpose. Then அங்கே வந்து small content area சொன்னாலே இங்கே வந்து என்னென்னா whole content area, the whole term questions are prepared by the question paper. It helps to judge the appropriateness the instructional objectives. It helps teacher to know the effectiveness of the instructional procedure. Large scale of skills can be tested in this evaluation. It is not regular and continuous process. So இது வந்து ரெகுலராக வைக்க மாட்டாங்க. The term end only it will be conducted. It answers evaluation as a product. It answers to the questions the degree to which the students have mastered the course content. Evaluation during curriculum content. Curriculum evaluation is an essential phase of curriculum development. Through the evaluation, a faculty discovers whether the curriculum is fulfilling the purpose of whether students are actually learning. என்ன அவங்க படிக்கிறாங்கன்றது நம்ம evaluate பண்ணுறது. The curriculum evaluation. The term evaluation generally applies to the process of making a value judgment. In education, the term evaluation is used to reference the operation associated with the curricula, programs, interventions, methods of teaching and organizing factors. Curriculum evaluation aims to examine to impact the implemented curriculum on students' achievement, and the official curriculum can be revised if necessary to revive the teaching and learning process in the classroom. Curriculum evaluation establishes special strengths and weaknesses of the curriculum and implementation. Okay. See the curriculum implementation. The role of students as stakeholders from a student point of view. I consider of learner as center of education. learner centered educational process தான் வந்து இப்போ வந்து ரொம்ப முக்கியம் அப்படின்றாங்க. டீச்சர் சென்டரை விட லேர்னர் சென்டர்ட் அப்படின்ற எஜுகேஷனல் ப்ராசஸ் தான் வந்து ரொம்ப முக்கியம் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. எவ்ரிதிங் இன் த கரிக்குலம் ஷுட் ரிவால்வ் அரவுண்ட் his or his interest, needs, abilities and capabilities. ஸோ ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் மாணவனோ இல்லை மாணவியோ அவங்களோட தேவைகள், அவங்களோட அபிலிட்டிஸ், அவங்களோட கெப்பாசிட்டிஸ் இதெல்லாம் பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் ஒரு கரிக்குலம் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். இந்த செலெக்ஷன் ஆஃப் சப்ஜெக்ட் மேட்டர் த நீட்ஸ் ஆஃப் இண்டிவிஜுவல் லேர்னர்ஸ் ஷுட் ரிசீவ்டு ப்ராப்பர் எம்பாசிஸ். The course of study must be organized around the changing nature and the development of needs within the cultural context of the learners. This is said by Mariani. A teacher, as a curriculum maker, he or she writes a curriculum daily through a lesson plan, a unit plan or the yearly plan. A teacher addresses a goals, needs, interests of learners by creating experiences whether the students can learn. The teacher designs, enriches, the modifies the curriculum to suit the learners characteristics. ஸோ ஒரு டீச்சரோட லெசன் பிளான், யூனிட் பிளான் இல்லை இயர்லி பிளான் இதை பேஸ் பண்ணி அவங்களோட கோல், நீட், இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இதெல்லாம் லேர்னர்ஸோட நீட்ஸை பொறுத்து இருக்கணும். A curriculum developer part of textbooks, committees, faculty, selection boards, school evaluation committee or textbook writers themselves. Empowered to develop their own school curricula, they become architect the school curriculum. A teacher as a curriculum implementer which has plans should be put in an action and how should it to be done. ஸோ நம்ம என்ன வந்து பண்ண போகிறோம், how should it be done and what are the decisions of teachers should make. ஸோ நம்ம என்னென்ன டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்க போகிறோம், டீச்சர்ஸ் என்னென்ன டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்க போகிறோம், நம்ம என்ன ஆக்ஷன் பண்ண போகிறோம். கரிக்குலம் இம்ப்ளிமெண்டேஷன் இஸ் நவ் கிவிங் லைஃப் டு த ரிட்டன் மெட்டீரியல், guiding, facilitating and directing activities which will be done by the students. A student's view about the teacher, curriculum maker and implementer. Teachers shape and the curriculum, school curriculum by sharing the experiences that they resource they are capable of giving the imparting to the learners. But the old saying goes, what can you give if you have nothing to give. நீங்கள் எதுவுமே கொடுக்கல அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. applies to the demand of teachers in the curriculum implementation. That's by Adam. Curriculum managers and administrations. Why are school administrations or curriculum managers important to the curriculum implementation? The school administrators play an important role in shaping the school curriculum because they are the people who are responsible in the formulation of the school's visions, philosophy, mission and objectives, necessary leadership in the evaluating teacher personal school program. ஸோ இப்போ ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட் வந்து சரியாக இல்லைன்னா அந்த ஸ்கூலில் தான் வந்து கேட்பாங்க. ஸோ அந்த அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் தான் பதில் சொல்லணும். ஸோ அப்போ கரிக்குலத்துக்கும் கரிக்குலம் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்டுக்கும் அந்த அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் தான் இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. கீப்பிங் ரெக்கார்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் கரிக்குலம் அண்ட் ரிப்போர்ட்டிங் லேர்னிங் அவுட்கம்ஸ். ஹி ஆல்சோ மேனேஜஸ் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டிஸ். திஸ் இஸ் பை Then parents are supporters to the curriculum. My child and my money goes to the school. Read a cost sticker. ஸோ என்னோட மணியில் தான் என் பிள்ளை வந்து படிக்கிறான் அப்படின்னு ஒரு சில பேரண்ட்ஸ் சொல்கிறாங்க. அது உண்மை தான். ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கும்போது அவங்களும் வந்து அவங்க வந்து சப்போர்ட் பண்ணணும் இல்லையா. வாட் இஸ் த இம்ப்ளிகேஷன் டு த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் டு த ஸ்கூல் கரிக்குலம்? இட் சிம்பிளிஃபை மீன்ஸ் த பேரண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் த பெஸ்ட் சப்போர்ட்டர்ஸ் ஆஃப் த ஸ்கூல். Parents are the best supporter of the school, especially because they are one paying their child education. ஸோ அவங்க தான் அவங்க ஒரு சைல்டோட எஜுகேஷனுக்கு பே பண்ணுறாங்க. Parents would be willing to pay the cost of educating the child for long as the children as the best learning or schooling experience-காக parents வந்து பே பண்ணுறாங்க. How do parents shape the curriculum and why are they considered stakeholders? Here some observation. Effective parental involvement in school affairs may be linked to parent educational programs which is central to high quality educational experiences of the children. The parental involvement extends from the confined to the school to homes. The parents become part of the environment of learning at home. The most of the schools, the parent association is organized. The organization will be provided by the law. Okay, methods of curriculum evaluation. Taylor's objective-centered model is one of the main model. Major components. Taylor's model is often referred to the objective model. Because of its objective approach of the educational evaluation, it emphasizes the consistency among objectives, learning experience and outcomes. Curriculum objectives indicates that both behavior have been developed and the area of the content and applied. Taylor's rationale. What educational purpose should be school seek to attain? Defining appropriate learning objectives. How can learning experience the selective which are likely to be useful attaining these objectives? Introducing useful learning experience. How can learning experience be organized for effective instructions? How can effectiveness the learning experience be evaluated? Evaluate the process and receiving the areas of were not effective. So இதுக்கு வந்து நம்ம 4 principles base பண்ணி answer பண்ண போகிறோம். So first one, defining the appropriate learning. Principle number 1, 4 principles are there in the Taylor's model. So first one principle, defining appropriate learning objective studies and learners themselves as a source of educational objective studies of contemporary life outside the school. The use of philosophy in selecting objectives, the use of psychology of learning in selecting objectives, stating objectives in a form of helpful in the selecting learning experience and the guiding teaching. So outside of the school, contemporary life of the outside of the school, education objectivesல outside of the school அவங்க எப்படி இருக்காங்க அப்படின்றத பற்றி நம்ம objectives கொடுக்கிறது. Then Taylor's teaching principles, second principle, establishing useful learning experiences. Meaning of the term learning experience, general principles in selecting learning experiences, illustrations of the characteristics of learning experiences useful in attaining various types of objectives. Then principle 3, organizing learning experiences to have the maximum cumulative effect. What is mean by organization? Criteria for effective organization elements to be organizing principle, organizing structure, the process of planning a unit of organization. Then principle 4, evaluating the curriculum and revising those aspects did not prove the effective. The need for evaluation basic notions regarding evaluation procedures, using results of evaluation, other values of uses of evaluation procedures. Okay, 4 types of principle over in the Taylor's model. Next one is primary terms of the theory. Stating objectives, the processing emphasizes the important studying the child to find out what kind of interest he has, what problems he encounters, what purpose he has in mind. The progressive sees in the information as providing the basic sources of selecting objectives. The primary terms of the theory, selecting learning experiences. Taylor's believe the students learn through the exploration like mentor John Dewey. Taylor's believes teachers should encourage the children to become actively engaged in discovering the world like. Okay. Primary terms theory, I already told the slide. Primary terms of the theory, evaluating the curriculum, Taylor's model, the process of evaluation, determining and extent of the objectives being realized program of the curriculum. Then strengths of model, involves in the active participation of the learners, objectives are clearly defined for the purpose. The purpose are translated into the educational objectives. Some linear approaches development and behavioral objectives are there. Criticism, narrowly interpreted objectives, difficult and time consuming construction of behavioral objective, curriculum restricted to the constricted range of students' skills and knowledge based on the criticism. Then Stuff Beam's CIPP model. CIPP means context, input, process and products. CIPP evaluation model is the program evaluation model developed by Daniel Stuff Beam in 1960. Acronym for context, input, process and product. The decision-focused approach to evaluation emphasizes the systematic provision of information for program management and operation. Using CIPP in different stages of the evaluation. The context, what needs to be done. Then input, how should it be done. Then process, it is being done. Product, it is succeed. See, the picture answers the all CIPP evaluation model clearly. The context evaluation, goals, beneficiaries, needs, resources, problems, backgrounds, environment. Then the input evaluations, plans, stakeholders, strategies, budgets, coverage and research. Process evaluation, actions, develop, implement, monitor, feedback. Then product evaluation, outcomes, impact, effectiveness, transportability, sustainability and adjustment. This is briefly explain the CIPP model. Next one is Robert Streck congruence contingency model. Congruence coincidency model. The evaluation models are used in the curriculum as a process for assessing the appropriateness for a curriculum for the context. The approaches to curriculum evaluation models to be divided into the scientific and humanistic model. Scientific and humanistic models. Suppose we will look the scientific models and curriculum evaluation. Our first example, the Robert Streck congruency model. Streck model is the curriculum evaluation more than just an evaluation process. So evaluation process evaluation curriculum evaluation Streck model the best example. Streck's model also look the development of curriculum. When using this model, if it is necessary to compare the development of curriculum with what happens in the classroom. There are 6 key terms broken down into the 2 groups of 3. We need to know in order to understand Streck's model are follows. Development stage, potential prerequisites, potential curriculum, potential result, evaluation stages, prerequisite applied in context, evaluation on operational curriculum, acquired results and prerequisites. What are the potential and operational curriculum? The potential curriculum is the dream. Curriculum is developed. Includes everything the teachers want to do. Operational curriculum is what was actually used. There is normally discrepancy between the two. It is difficult to cover all the material or use of the activities. So எல்லா மெட்டீரியலையும் நம்ம ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ்க்கு யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. So potential versus actual result. Potential results are the teachers hope to see the results use of the curriculum. Actual results of the real performance of the students. ஸோ இவ்வளோ தான் நம்ம வரணும்னு எதிர்பார்ப்போம். ஆனால் நமக்கு ஆக்சுவலாக வந்திருக்குது என்ன அப்படின்றது ஆக்சுவல் ரிசல்ட்ஸ். த டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் பிட்வீன் த பொட்டன்ஷியல் ஆர் டிசைர்டு ரிசல்ட்ஸ் த ஆக்சுவல் ரிசல்ட்ஸ் in the another indicator of the quality of the curriculum Streck's model. See the conclusion of Streck's model. Streck's model provides the evaluators an opportunity to compare the desired outcome, the actual outcome. The benefit of it is that the curriculum developers, that the set of the curricula of evaluations, all the evaluators do is determine the curriculum performed, its manner, consist with the ideas of the developers. Okay. What are the chapters we will discuss today? Taylor's model, forms of evaluation, formative, summative, then curriculum evaluation, then methods of curriculum evaluation, Taylor's model, 4 principles, then primary terms of the theory, then strengths of model, criticism, Stuffle beam CIPP model, then Stoke model. Then what happens in the classroom Stoke model, then potential and operational curriculum difference, potential versus actual results curriculum difference. Okay. Thank you students. Thank you everyone.